Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam is called the Missile Man of India. His life history is not only fascinating, interesting, touching, and inspiring, especially for the children. In this video, I want to talk about his strong human aspects. The first meeting of APJ Abdul Kalam with Mr. Vajpayee was very interesting. In 1980, to mark the success of SLV-3, Prime Minister Mrs. Indira Gandhi invited Professor Dhawan and Kalam to meet some of the parliamentarians. Kalam, who never had a suit and he had only slippers, he complained to Professor Dhawan. Then Dhawan replied that you are always wearing a success suit. So please, no excuses, we have to meet them. At the time, Mr. Vajpayee hugged Mr. APJ Abdul Kalam and the friendship started like that. Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam received Bharat Ratna in 1997 for his contribution in the modernization of defense technology. He was the second scientist to receive that after C.V. Raman. After the fall of Vajpayee government in 18 days, when he became the Prime Minister in the second term again, he invited Abdul Kalam to join in his cabinet. But Kalam met and humbly refused, saying that he was happy with the work what he is doing and he is in the final end of his defense research, and it was proved in the nuclear test Pokhran 2. One day on June 10th, 2002, Dr. Kalanidhi, the Vice Chancellor of Anna University, contacted him and told that the Prime Minister's office wanted to talk to you. As he entered into the office room, on the other side there was Prime Minister Vajpayee saying, Kalam Sahab, this time the country needs your service as the President of India. And from you, I wanted to hear yes this time. When Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam came to Delhi, he was received by George Fernandes, the Defense Minister of India. He stayed in the DRDO's guest house. One day in November, as he was walking in the garden, he observed that the security guards were shivering in their cabins. He came to notice that there were no room heaters in the cabin. He immediately called the officers and told them to provide room heaters for them and also provide fans so they can have good relaxation in summer. And walking in the Mughal garden, he observed a peacock which was not opening its mouth. He called the veterinary doctor and told him to check. As he checked, he found that there was a tumor in the mouth of the peacock. He immediately operated that, and the peacock was kept in the ICU for 7 days. After it was completely cured, it was again left in the Mughal garden. When he was President of India, he visited to Tanzania. There he observed that some children with heart problems by birth are dying. He wanted to do something. He returned to India and coordinated with Care Hospital, talked to the MD, Dr. Somaraju, and the care hospital agreed to operate them freely. Nearly 24 children with their mother came to India. On his birthday, he visited to care hospital and he talked to each children and presented them with a box of chocolate. And for 1 month, nearly 50 people were given free board and lodging with treatment. That was the greatness of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. When he came to know that 2.5 lakh rupees is allocated for iftar, he wanted to divert that money for other use. They selected 23 orphanages and he gave personally 1 lakh rupee check to that 2.5 lakh rupees. They bought some flour, rice and a blanket and it was distributed to them. He told to his secretary that it must not be revealed that he has donated 1 lakh rupees for this. He was a purely vegetarian and an order was passed all over the country that wherever he visited, only vegetarian has to be served. Daily he used to offer his morning prayer and oftenly read both Quran and Bhagavad. One of the important characters of Abdul Kalam was he never misused the property of the government. When he was the president and he was living in Rashtrapati Bhavan, his grandson Ghulam, who worked in Delhi but he was living in a separate rented house. He invited to his family members nearly 52 people to Rashtrapati Bhavan. They stayed there for 8 days and each cup of tea and all the meals what they needed was completely calculated. He arranged a bus for them to visit Ajmer. He paid nearly 3,52,000 of rupees as their expenditure. Can you see people like this today? At the end of his presidential term, he wanted to meet Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw. He visited to Ooty and he realized that Field Marshal Sam Manekshaw was not getting benefits. He initiated and made sure that all the benefits must reach to Field Marshal Manekshaw and Marshal Arjun Singh. His entire life was devoted completely for the country. Goodbye. I will meet you in the next video. Until then, namaskar.